I'm here on My Magical Thing with my good friend Dave, Damh the Bard, Dave Smith. I mean, what does one say? Musician, bard, capital B bard, bard to the bone bard. You know, order of bards, ovates, and druids. I mean, you know, we've worked in ceremony together. You produce loads of amazing music. You do the podcast. Globe trotting bringer of delight and pagan jollity to many people. Dave, it's lovely to have you on My Magical Thing. Should I add something to that? What should we add?
No, that's enough.
Right.
Lovely to see your face.
Lovely to see you, mate. Show us the magical thing, Dave, please.
Okay, so when you asked me to do this, there's been a gap since when you first asked me and when I'm on, because I thought, what the hell can that be? So I thought, well, could it be my guitar? Well, that's a magical thing. Could it be one of my two Celtic harps, the drum? You know, what could it be? And basically, I honed in and I thought, well, to me, it's got to be 25 things. It can't just be one thing. It's 25 things. And I think the thing is, look, we all know that druids love trees. It was one of the things that drew me to the path in the first place, the idea and the archetype of the forest sage, the magician in the deep woods. When I read that the classical writers said that the druids worshipped in sacred groves of oaks, and I just, oh, this is just fantastic. So that's part of what got me onto that path. So my magical thing is in here, and as I say, it is actually 25 magical things. It is my Ogham set.
Wow.
And I don't know if I can show you there. There we are. There's a few of them there.
Well, I can see some of they're kind of like the runes, but I've got no idea what they are.
Okay, so basically, you know, my name is Dave the Bard, and so people associate it completely with what they were, the bardic grade of Obod or whatever, poetry and stuff like that. But to me, the bard and ovate circles overlap in a huge area in the middle. The bard, if you say to people in the street, what's a bard? They'll say, yeah, music, poetry. What's a druid? White wellies, Stonehenge, blah, you know, beards. What's an ovate? Tumbleweed. Still to this day, it's druidry's lovely little secret, apart from the people who are obviously going to watch this. And my favourite time with the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids was the ovate work, which was when you went into the other world of Anun, you went into the forest, your tree guide was the yew tree. And it was all, if a bardic stuff is about sharing, the ovate is very solitary, about relationship with the natural world. And it's in the ovate work that you learn about trees and about tree lore, about magic, about journeying and that kind of work. And if you look at the kind of classical bards that I aspire to, Taliesin, Awajin, Myrddin, you know, they are all poets, but they also have this otherworldly aspect to them of an otherworldly relationship with the spirits of the woodland and the spirits of the land. And I think I like to operate in that bit where the bard and ovate sort of cross over. And so when I found out that about the ovate work with the Ogham, I really took it on board, and I went off, and for about I worked with a week per tree, and I went off to the woods, and I went and I found a tree particular to that Ogham. Ogham, if you don't know, are little. They're like the runes. They are little glyphs. Some would say they're an alphabet, but some would say they're not. But they are linked through mythology to different trees, but not just that, to birds, to fortresses, to lore. But mainly people associate the Ogham with trees. And so each tree has it. There's 25 trees, 20 official ones, 25 all in all. And I went off into the woods, and so I went in order. I found a birch tree, first tree, sat down, did my meditation, communed with the birch tree, looked up, said, can I take a little stave? Saw if there was anything wobbling, you know, and just cut a little stave, brought it home with a soldering iron, put it on there. That's that one done. Then went off to the next tree and the next tree and the next tree. So this set of Ogham, I did that in the summer and autumn of 1996, and all of these Ogham staves come from the specific tree that they are associated with. They were all cut in that exact manner. That one there is heather. That one was done from the New Forest. I could probably take you back to exactly the trees I cut these from, you know, all those years ago, because there was such a relationship built up with it. And what I love is in this little bag is a forest. You know, I carry a forest with me wherever I go. And every Monday, I close my eyes and I say, tell me of the trends and influences in my life I should be aware of this coming week. I put my hand in with that question, I pull one out, and that will be my guide for the week of what, you know, what I can expect to come across potentially during the coming week as the guide. So, you know, so that's my magical thing, my Ogham set. Yeah.
Dave, that is beautiful and powerful and amazing to meet the Ogham of the Wizard of the Woods and that intersection. Would that be the Bovate grade?
The Bovate grade.
Bovate grade. like one of those floors that's halfway between two other. I don't know. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing the depth of that practice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You know, I think that what I'd say as well is that the Ogham can get a little bit of stick. See what I did there? No, it can get a little bit of stick because of Robert Graves, and I remember back in the day you probably had that too. There are two books you must read. There is The White Goddess by Robert Graves and Fraser's The Golden Bough. Those are the two books you must read. And now it seems people say there are two books you must not read. You know, but to be honest, you know, they are still full of amazing little nuggets of wisdom. So I would say still they're a good read even to this day. And the Ogham really, just in case people are watching this and still don't know what it is, I'll just add one last little thing. The Ogham meanings are given by the trees themselves. So the birch, for instance, is a pioneer tree. It's the first tree that grows in the forest, and as it grows up, so the slower growing trees like the oaks and the ash will grow, and they will eventually take away the lights, and then the forest will transform. But the first tree was the birch, and so in Ogham lore, the birch is all about new beginnings because of the very way it grows, and that kind of message is always from the tree itself, the way it grows, the symbols in its berries, all that kind of thing. So, you know, if you yes, that's my little magical thing. Thank you. I'm waffling now.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Dave Smith, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you for taking us into the woods.
Lovely.
That you carry in the palm of your hand. Beautiful. Thanks,
Good.
Dave.
Mate.
Loads of love. Cheers, man.
Bye.
Bye.